Absolution marks the longest the series has gone without a sequel, 6 years, as opposed to 2 for the past few games. With a multitude of massive changes to the gameplay, Hitman Absolution puts it all on the line, opting to innovate instead of settling for stagnation. Is it a clean kill, or should Agent 47 consider hanging up his red tie and pistols? You'll love the varied missions with seemingly limitless options. Absolution ditches the series' typical pacing of assassination missions after assassination missions in favor of more diverse gameplay. Typical Hitman-style missions are joined with more open levels. The two weave together to make a more complex game that feels less like a one-trick assassin. You'll hate a sometimes muddled story. The other benefit of more varied missions is that it makes for more in-depth story. That said, while the plot is interesting as a whole, it's easy to get lost in the constant twists and turns. You'll usually be happy doing what you're doing, but you might not be sure why you're doing it. You'll love the bountiful improvements in the basic gameplay. No matter your playstyle, Absolution's gameplay changes make for more interesting options. The largest change comes from the Instinct meter, which lets you see the world the way a highly trained assassin would. It also lets you freeze time to take down a group of enemies with point shooting, an awesome addition that makes clearing rooms a breeze. These changes also make the horse-like asynchronous multiplayer mode, contracts, an even more complex mode than it already is. Trying to one-up your friends and outkill their kills is a ton of fun, and should give you more reason to jump in even when you played through the campaign. You'll hate that there aren't enough traditional levels. Running across rooftops to avoid guards or sneaking through a busy train station might be fun, but you'll likely find yourself craving more typical Hitman-style levels. There are some, but the quality of the assassination missions are so high that you'll wish there were even more to play through. You'll hate the occasionally obnoxious use of bloom lights. Seriously, just look at this. What the hell's going on? You'll love the sleek and sexy style. Whereas Hitman's past games have been fairly sterile, Absolution is extremely flashy, feeling more like a Quentin Tarantino movie than any video game you've ever played. The characters are well voiced and fun to interact with, and the general style of the game is in a class of its own.
Well, that's my business. Information. You need information, I find information.
At a price, of course.
You're damn right at a price.
Ever since Agent 47 strangled the life out of a guard using piano wire, Hitman has meant one specific thing: assassination. Hitman Absolution changes all of that. Besides more varied levels, it also sports a slew of interesting changes that, if executed poorly, could have left the series but a shadow of its former self. But execution has never been much of a problem for Agent 47, has it? Hitman Absolution gets 4.5 out of 5 stars.